Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the HFS Chicago Scholars Virtual Leadership Breakfast. I'm Tanya Babich. I anchor the morning news at ABC7 Chicago, and I am a proud HFS board member. We are spending this screen time together today because we believe in lifting up students who might not have the resources or the support systems to reach their fullest potential. We know better than to take for granted the guidance, grace, and good fortune that helped us to get to where we are today. And now we have the opportunity to pay that forward. Like many of the scholars that I have had the pleasure of meeting, I was born into an immigrant family, and it was assumed I would become the first person in it to attend college. My dad, Ilya, moved to Canada from then communist Yugoslavia. My mother, Elisa, was born in Chile, a short puddle jump from the South Pole. Our parents often lay the foundation for who we will become with expectations and encouragement. But when you are the first in your family to attend college, you carry the weight of executing that plan without having anyone to show you the way. As I now raise 3 daughters of my own, I look ahead to the time when I might help my girls to prepare for standardized tests, to proofread an admissions essay, or maybe to console one of my girls when, despite her best efforts, she doesn't get into the school she most wanted to attend. Now, this anticipation gives me empathy for how helpless my parents must have felt when I needed that guidance, and they just didn't have those life experiences to draw from in order to help me. Like many of our HFS scholars, I had grit, but I needed guidance. Now, I found that in several teachers, a counselor, and a couple of peers with aspirations similar to my own. Our scholars have their mentors and the generous donations you make in support of HFS to navigate that last mile. I grew up believing a college degree was aspirational, and I never took it for granted, nor will I forget those who generously paved and showed me the way. It changed my life. I got into and graduated from Cornell University. Its resources, the landscape, the minds I had access to there opened up a world to me that I didn't know existed previously. It taught me how to fail and succeed while always taking more steps forward than back. I owe that experience for my role today being entrusted with the day's news at the #1 station in the 3rd largest market in America. My dad likes to talk about how he didn't have proper shoes until he was 10. My mother tells stories about brushing her teeth with soap, water, and her index finger. I am a testament to what a family can achieve with a little bit of help in just 1 generation. Let's be the ones who open doors for those who are full of potential so they too can fill the chairs, news anchor and otherwise, that we occupy today. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Executive Director at HFS Scholars. She is a fellow first-generation college student and has been with HFS since 1996. She has worked with students who have a similar background to hers, and I can tell you firsthand, she is so passionate about the work that she does. Please join me in welcoming Desiree Pepper Van Zandt.
Thank you so much, Tanya, for that great introduction. We are super excited to have each of you here with us this morning as you are enjoying your breakfast in your own space. We have a wonderful, wonderful presentation for you today, and I'm delighted to share with you my story about being a Chicago girl attending Josephinem Academy, which I have the wonderful pleasure of being in this space here today. Someone believed in me. And I was the first to go to college in my family. Many of our students are the first to go to college in their family. Is that when you are the first, it then allows other people to follow you and to do the same. So because I went to school, my siblings went to school, my cousins went to school, and so all of us now have higher degrees. So our students will have that same effect. They are the first to go to college in their family, and then others will follow behind them. But ultimately, these are the students who will run and take over this world when our time is done. It is our responsibility to make sure that we are giving them the tools that they need to do that. And at HFS, we provide that with academic excellence, college readiness, and lifelong mentoring. These things are so important to make sure that our students stay on track. It allows them to be able to make sure that they are focused in school, but to become more than just a smart kid. These kids all have well over GPAs of 3.5. They are the top of their class. We are preparing them to attend some of the top universities like Brown and Yale and U of I. Well, our students are not just super smart kids. They are wonderful kids who need an opportunity just to help them succeed. And we do that by addressing not just the academia piece of the program, but the social and emotional well-being. These events help our students by giving them the confidence that they need and the tools that they need to help shape their future. The college readiness events and activities help them gauge their college career path. The fun activity events help them build social and emotional skills, tools that will help them communicate and have fun at the same time while they're with their mentor and with their peers. I'd like to talk a little bit more just about some of the neighborhoods that our kids come from. So they are coming from several zip codes throughout the city of Chicago. They are traveling near and far. Just like me, when I went to school, I took a bus, a train, and then another bus just to get to school so that I would be in a place, in an environment that would nurture me. Our students are doing the same. They are traveling from their neighborhoods, traveling to schools all over, just so that they will have an opportunity. None of that would be possible without the support that each and every one of you give us. It would not be possible if we didn't have the support of our wonderful parents who make sure that these students get to school on time and that they are prepared and doing the things that they need to do. Our world is changing, and there are a lot of things that are happening that are not necessarily so great, but our students will make it great. Education is the key. And it is because of you that 100% of our students have gained admissions into college. And it is because of you that our college persistence rate is 92%. It is because of you that 88% of our students are the first to go to college in their family. You have the power to make a difference right now in their lives to help them with all of the things that they will accomplish in this world. You have the power to give them and help them with those stepping stones that will lead them to a successful path. Our students are bright. They look at the world in a different way than we would look at the world, and sometimes bringing new lenses to something that was old or everyday brightens it up and make it very different for each of us. You will see them in our program. You will hear their hearts, you will hear their dreams, and these are the individuals who will help us and lead us into a new direction. They will be the individuals who will take on the world. If you feel inclined and you feel inspired by what you see here today, I invite you to go visit our website, click the donate button, and in fact, there'll be something that'll be streaming right there in our chat box. Just click on that, and you can find many ways to get involved and support and help HFS. Good morning and welcome. Well, now I would like to take a moment to introduce one of our alum who has done so well, was a great student while in the program, and has achieved so many accomplishments, Raymond Whearley II.
Thank you, Ms. Desiree. I am Ray Whearley, and I am HFS. I am a proud HFS alumnus of the class of 2007, where I attended St. Ignatius College Prep. From there, I went to Michigan State University and received my undergrad degree in construction engineering management. And then I went on to the University of Alabama, Birmingham, and received my master's degree in construction engineering management. I am currently working for Walsh Construction Company as a project manager, working on some of the most iconic projects around Chicago, including Hotel Zachary and Wrigley, and recently just finished renovating the old Cook County Hospital into a dual brand Hyatt Place, Hyatt House hotel. Very proud of that project, being as though my father was born in that building, and I was able to work on the renovation and restoring a part of history, the history of Chicago. I'm a first generation college graduate from my family. Education was important to me, my family, but especially my mom. It is important for me to be here today because I feel like my success wouldn't be as meaningful if I didn't reach back to the younger generations and show gratitude to those who helped me out along the way. My mentee, Noah, who just recently graduated from St. Ignatius College Prep, was in the same boat that I was in back in high school. He was an African-American male in a predominantly white school, so I'm sure he had a lot of the same fears that I had. And I will hope that throughout the course of his HFS career that I was able to assist him in overcoming those fears, given as though that I experienced the same thing. The reason it is important for the donors to be here today is simple: to see a product of what they've been investing in. Because we're so proud of our program and we want you all to see our success. As a part of the alumni committee, as I've interviewed a lot of these students, I want to make sure we're getting that talent back into the program to ensure that this program continues its success. HFS truly cares about the students, whether it's doing programs via Zoom or Skype, or whether it's doing drive-bys to show appreciation to the graduates, knowing that they weren't able to walk across the stage due to this pandemic. I'm in front of the camera today because I want to make sure that I can be an inspiration to people from my community, to the young professionals, to the mentees, to the mentors, to whoever I can reach out to let them know that if I can do it, you can do it.
I am HFS.
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 I'm HFS.
I am HFS.
HFS Chicago Scholars is a scholarship organization dedicated to affording lower socioeconomic status students the opportunity to attend a private high school.
The scholars not only receive tuition assistance, but they also receive one-on-one mentoring, academic support, and college readiness preparation.
My experience in the HFS program changed how I saw myself. It helped show me I can pick my own path, and since then I was able to pick my major off of what I want to do in my own passions.
HFS provided me with a pathway to success. I am a minority student and a female, and although this isn't common within the engineering society, HFS taught me that regardless of who I am, I deserve to be where I work hard to get.
What I appreciate most about HFS is the community of mentors that push us to strive for excellence.
My experience with HFS has taught me that I can be a leader. Without HFS, I don't know if I would have the confidence to take on that responsibility.
After college, I hope to return to the HFS community as a mentor and to make a difference in scholars' lives the same way my mentor has made a difference in mine.
By donating to HFS, you are ensuring that students who look like me have the opportunity to change the world through their own unique skill sets and creativity.
Hi, my name is Patty Lopez. I graduated from DePauw College Prep in the class of 2020. This year I'll be a freshman at Trinity Christian College, where I'll be studying nursing and playing soccer. I want to be a pediatric nurse because I like working with kids and I like helping others. One of the biggest challenges that my family had to overcome was the passing of my father during my sophomore year. I really appreciate how HFS was really there for me throughout this difficult time and became part of my family. COVID really impacted my life after my mom contracted the virus. My sister and I had to learn to take care of ourselves and her while being socially distanced. We learned how to make soup, perfected how to make tea, and got some practice with chicken and tacos. HFS really changed the way I see myself by giving me the confidence to try new things. I used to be a really shy person, but now I'm comfortable with public speaking and shooting videos in my living room.
My name is Avante Thomas, and I graduated from Providence St. Mel in the class of 2020. HFS has become my family. HFS is just another way of saying family to me. Some goals that I have set for myself for this upcoming year is to maintain any GPA higher than a 3.0. Another one of my goals is to become more independent. And that leads to money management, time management, social management, and just managing my grades. HFS has changed the way I've seen the world through community service. I really didn't see myself as helping others, truthfully, because I'm such a self-oriented person. Through HFS, I realized that the world doesn't revolve around me, and that there's other people in this world, and that some of them may need help. So HFS has helped me help others.
My name is Ramona Thomas Jackson. I am the proud grandmother of Avante Thomas. I am grateful for the HFS program because it has shown Avante what it means to succeed. It challenged him. HFS has opened my grandson's world as well as my own. It's not just about him, it's about the whole family, in my opinion. It's just a blessing.
My name is Donovan Craddock, and I graduated in the class of 2020 from Montini Catholic High School. I'm going to the University of Chicago, and I'm going in undecided, but I think I'm going to study business econ. Adjusting to the pandemic has been a huge challenge for me and my family. There were no sports. I couldn't play any sports. There were no sports on TV. So half of the stuff I did every day was gone out the window. I also couldn't see my friends except over a computer screen, but that wasn't fun. A huge challenge for my family was that my mom got laid off when the virus first started and everything was getting shut down. So we were really stressed out in the first couple of weeks, but then she started working from home, so everything was better. So a way that HFS has changed how I see myself is they've shown me that there are many opportunities out there in the world, and I just have to reach out and grab them, because you never know if you get the chance to get it or not, unless you try. So they encouraged me to apply for Questbridge, which I did, and I got a full ride to the University of Chicago. When challenges arrive, what keeps me motivated is that I'm very competitive. So if I feel like I'm not getting something, but then I see somebody else that can do it, I think to myself, if they can do it, I can do it, because we're all human. If HFS gave out a special award, I would receive the Best at Folding Tables and Stacking Chairs award.
My name's Delfonda Craddock. Everybody calls me Dee Dee. I'm the parent of Donovan Craddock, who just recently graduated, and Delaney Craddock, who just entered her senior year. HFS was a big support, especially during these last years, and the college thing was very stressful, trying to apply and figure out what was best, and they definitely helped guide us through that.
Hello everyone, this is Chris Zorich, Notre Dame alum and former Chicago Bear. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the HFS Chicago Scholars and their annual leadership breakfast. When you support this organization, you support hundreds of talented students as they pursue their dreams. You create opportunities for them, opening doors to meet new people and experiences that will shape their future. I know firsthand because I benefited from having mentors, having individuals in my life that helped me along throughout my educational journey. It was rough at times, but being able to find people to talk to, being able to have that person explain the process, and more importantly, know that other people have gone through what I was going through at the time really helped me out. Had I not had individuals in my life like that, I'm not sure where I'd end up. It's an opportunity of a lifetime to support a young person on their educational journey, but more importantly, finding a way to be that mentor, finding a way to have a chance to make a true difference in their lives. So thank you, HFS Scholars, for helping your students rise up and reach their full potential. And thank you for your donations and your support. Go Bears!
Hi, I'm Melanie Ovalle. I'm in the class of 2022, and I'm here to talk about ComEd's Creative Spark program. The ComEd Creative Spark program is an innovative partnership between HFS and ComEd to give opportunities to scholars like me in HFS a chance to learn about engineering and sustainability. Every year, scholars work with ComEd engineers to learn concepts about sustainability and engineering. One of the most important things I learned from ComEd was to find, fix, and analyze a real-life issue with my teammates. With the help of our ComEd mentors, we learned how to use technology and engineering to help fix everyday problems we see. Because of the Creative Spark program, my team and I were able to get interviewed by WGN Radio. Another opportunity that ComEd gave us was after they held one of their sessions at the Art Institute Museum, we were able to explore afterwards. Throughout the past 2 years, I've been glad to be exposed to STEM concepts and careers related to STEM. It was satisfying to get to the end of the project because at first it started out as a silly idea to connect both animals and technology into one thing, but then it ended up into something we were actually pretty proud and happy about. I'd like to thank HFS board member and ComEd's Vice President of Engineering and Smart Grids, Shay Baramarad, for facilitating this partnership. It has created many opportunities and friendships for me and my fellow scholars. We are excited that the program is going to be renewed again this year for the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. And now I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker, Joseph Dominguez. Mr. Dominguez leads ComEd, an Exelon company that provides electricity to 70% of Illinois' population. He is not only responsible with providing safe and reliable energy to customers, but also for ensuring that they can manage their energy use. In his role, he oversees the electric grid in Chicago and most of northern Illinois. He also manages ComEd's partnerships within the community. Under his leadership, HFS scholars were able to have a unique opportunity to get a meaningful experience with future technologies. We couldn't be any more excited to recognize Mr. Dominguez for his dedication to HFS Chicago Scholars. Please join me in welcoming him.
Dominguez, and I'm the CEO at ComEd. While we're unable to get together in person this year, it's a privilege to speak with all of you this morning. First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate this year's HFS Chicago Scholars. Scholars, there's no straight line to success. Know that you're going to face challenges along the way, but also know that there are going to be people to support you and inspire you along the way as well. We all have a story to share about the people that supported us and inspired us. My inspiration to study engineering came from my dad, who immigrated here from Cuba. My dad always wanted to be an engineer, but his family could not afford it. But he always told me about the great work that engineers did to change the world. In his lifetime, he got to watch engineers build cars and skyscrapers and build rockets that took mankind to the moon. His passion filled me, and it's still in me, as I get to work every single day with fantastic engineers here at ComEd as we imagine a greater and better future for our communities. At ComEd, we're not just powering lives by delivering reliable energy to millions of families. We are empowering and supporting youth from diverse backgrounds through scholarships and partnerships like the ComEd HFS STEM program. Through our partnership, students with an interest in STEM fields are given the opportunity to learn about smart grid technology and to work with ComEd mentors to develop ideas to enhance energy efficiency, reduce energy consumption, and improve water and air quality. Most notably this year, HFS scholars participated in the ComEd Power Challenge. They created a prototype that uses solar panels and low-frequency sounds to avoid power outages and protect wildlife. We join HFS corporate sponsors and colleagues who share the belief in investing in our youth from underrepresented backgrounds. We must prioritize diversifying our talent pipelines so our workforce is reflected in the communities we serve. At ComEd, we offer our continued support to women and minorities pursuing careers in STEM through our continued partnership with HFS and beyond, including offering summer internship opportunities at ComEd for students as they continue their education. Again, thank you to HFS Chicago, mentors, sponsors, parents, students, all who've joined us today. It's a true honor to be your keynote speaker this year, and I look forward to our continued collaboration and all of the great work ahead in the near future.
I would like to thank ComEd for providing meaningful opportunities for students to explore their interest in STEM careers. This program, along with HFS's academic excellence, college readiness, and lifelong mentoring curriculum, plays a major role in supporting its students as they discover who they are and who they want to be. I still remember entering the program as an 8th grader, not quite expecting anything more than financial assistance, and maybe a slap on the wrist if my grades started to slip. However, I was surprised to experience so much more. Along with programs like the STEM, HFS provides pivotal programs to ensure student success throughout college and beyond. From interview readiness to financial classes, HFS scholars learn practical, real-life college skills, like not signing up for high-interest credit cards just for a free hoodie. These activities and programs are invaluable and essential to the success of the students. I'm proud that donors like you gave me the opportunity to make a difference in my community. The time is now to continue supporting the talented youth we serve, who will soon join me as leaders in their own communities. Please help me congratulate our most recent high school graduates and make a donation so many more students can benefit from being a part of the HFS family.
Good morning. My name is Wendy Perez. I am an HFS Chicago Scholar alum, class of 2011 from St. Ignatius College Prep. After high school, I attended Northwestern University as a Chick Evans Scholar. I majored in Human Development and Psychological Services. Today, I am the Director of Community Relations for North Shore Pediatric Therapy. I am also pursuing a Master's in Healthcare Administration at UIC. The HFS family is a big reason why I am the person that I am today. I will never forget their support, and for that, I wanted to pay it forward and give back. I'm a member of the HFS Young Professionals Board. I'm also a mentor to a wonderful senior at St. Ignatius. And finally, I am the Director of Academics for the HFS Chicago Scholar class of 2022. I want to thank all of you for your support. It made a difference in my life and will continue to do so for so many others. Our scholars are the future. Now, I would like to introduce you to our final speaker, HFS founder Mike Kennelly.
This is what the Lord says. Be fair-minded and just. Do what is right. Good morning. My name is Mike Kennelly, and I'm the founder and chairman of HFS Chicago Scholars. As I look out into the digital abyss this morning, I can almost see the scores of people that we have to thank for doing what is right. Thank you so much for supporting our mission. We're humbled by your generosity. I sit in awe of the stories of Ray and Donovan and Patty and Avante. And I think with a smile of the kids over the years that we've sent on to schools like Harvard and Penn and Notre Dame and Howard and Illinois and Northwestern, UIC, DePaul, and so many other great schools. I think back to the parents who scrapped to help give their kids an opportunity at a better life. I think of the kids from broken homes we welcomed into the HFS family. I think too of the high expectations that we put on our kids and of their intrepid response to those demands. I remember fondly sending Jessica off to Princeton and just as fondly welcoming Lucy back to the HFS family, first as a mentor and then as an academic director. And as I reflect on all those things, it feels great. But then I think of my despair for the kids who we didn't get into the program. For every great kid that we got into our program, of the dozens and hundreds and thousands of kids across Chicago who we did not. And it leads to despair. It makes me sad to think about how we cannot accomplish all of our goals. But as I watch Desiree and our staff and our academic directors and our mentors work with our kids, as I see our now successful alums come back to be part of the program and to work with our kids, I realize there's a beauty in being humbled. And there's a beauty in having put right in front of me the recognition of what we cannot accomplish, because it helps me focus on what we can. Here's what I know. By giving a little bit, we can accomplish so much in our lives and in the lives of other people and in our great city. Because while I despair of the societal problems writ large, I know that we can do so much. And that little we can do is not only to model drive and determination and grit and perseverance, but it's also to nurture. It's to give an extended family, an open arms, a friend, a mentor, a path, and an outcome that, frankly, a lot of our kids in our neighborhoods don't see. We started HFS in 1993 with the idea of making a difference. The big idea was to provide opportunities for a great education to kids in underserved communities with a heavy dose of academic guidance and hands-on mentoring, but also with a demand for personal accountability from those scholars. 27 years later, our script hasn't changed. We're still working in the most underserved communities in Chicago. Communities racked with hopelessness and economic despair, further ravaged by the financial turmoil caused by COVID, nearly torn asunder by the racial strife that we see throughout our city and our country. Through our educational enrichment program of academic excellence, college readiness, and lifelong mentoring, and through the open arms of the extended HFS family, we are making a difference, one kid at a time, one family, one neighborhood, one city at a time. We have the opportunity to make that difference because of you. Because of you, we can stand up for those who have no voice. We can speak out for justice. Friends, we stand at a time where our city and our world demands that we do right for each other. This is what the Lord says: be fair-minded and just. Do what is right. Thanks to you, we're going to keep doing that. The time is now for all of us to stand up and make a difference. Thanks so very much for your support.
We are grateful to our honoree, Joseph Dominguez, CEO of ComEd, as well as our distinguished co-chairs, Christian Cooley of Kirkland and Ellis, Mike Pesch of Arthur J. Gallagher and Company, Christopher Petrini-Poli with HBR Consulting. I would like to thank the HFS Chicago Scholars Board of Directors, our Young Professionals Board, our Alumni Board, and our wonderful staff. We would not be here if it were not for your support.